Kathy, and she is the owner-operator of Primitive Homespuns Needle Art, and here in Frederick, Maryland. 2 locations. It's amazing. Yay! I'm Amanda Mae.
I'm Theresa Meloon from Dulaney Woods Treasures.
I'm Kathy Makers from Primitive Homespuns Wool and Needleworks.
How exciting is this?
Exciting!
I came and crashed a cross stitch class before they get to learning about making a beautiful pattern and how to put it together. But I wanted to come down here in this beautiful location in Frederick, Maryland and talk counted cross stitch. Oh, and this is the beautiful piece that students are gonna be making today. And I'm gonna go ahead, I'll link it below, the pattern, and not the pattern, but where you can get the pattern to stitch up this lovely piece, complete with antique buttons. Yay! So did you design this?
I did. This is called Bunny in the Briar.
I love it.
And I have lots of old buttons that I collect and decided that they needed to be displayed.
I love it. I have jars and jars of buttons.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
Someone said, what do you want for Christmas? And I said, buttons.
It's a gorgeous way if you've got especially special buttons that you can put it on something so beautiful as that.
I love it.
Grandmother's buttons, auntie's buttons.
I love it so much.
Thank
And so
you.
this is a flat finish that everyone's going to be learning today?
Yep.
That's awesome. Awesome. And Kathy, so how long have you been here and doing fiber art?
So we started our primitive shop a little over 7 years ago, and I added wool probably 2 years in. Started my own separate wool shop and needlework shop 3 years ago, and moved over here a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
So we're
exciting.
expanding very fast and carrying all kinds of cross stitch, punch needle, wool applique, rug hooking, and felting supplies.
And she has great classes.
I told everyone 2019 was the year I want to learn punch needle, so I put Kathy on the spot, and I'm hopefully the next year, it might be 2020, but I'm gonna learn punch needle.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it.
We will get you there.
You can do it. You can do it.
Make all the things. I love all of the finished wood products that you and your dad make and fabricate, and all of the beautiful things. And
yeah, we're lucky to have him and his creative talents in wood. It just makes everything really special when you can display it on a piece like that.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
As you see, I used one of the pieces for one of Nan's designs. I couldn't help myself.
It's so gorgeous, and it's the piece with the doll.
And Saw is what it's called.
It's called Saw.
Saw sampler, right?
1842 Saw.
1842 Saw.
I panned to do, and I'm gonna show it. How did you find the sampler? Did it come out of the ether? Did you reproduce it?
She actually reproduced it. Nan Lewis.
Nan?
She's hiding in the background. Nan Lewis is the designer of Saw sampler, and I loved it.
I won it at an auction.
You won it at an auction. Oh, that's exciting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it like a local auction? Were you actually there?
I
bidding?
wasn't there. I was online. It was a local
okay.
auction, but it was online.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. And
Okay.
so I was thrilled to win it and rechart it and sell it. And
It's a beautiful. I love it. I love how you displayed it. I walked immediately over to it.
And Kathy's dad's box just it just sets it off.
Yeah.
You know, it makes the piece pop.
I think it's wonderful. So they can, I'll have the links to order the pattern and order the box and all the good stuff. Is there anything you want to tell Flosstube about your design work, about what's in store for 2020?
You know, I design, it's very organic when I design. I just let it happen. So there's no plan for tomorrow, there's no plan for next year. It's just, it happens when it happens, and I've been designing since 2016, and hopefully I will continue. And I just find it, you know, fun. It's kind of like a hobby, but it's a business at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
It brings you joy,
It
and
does.
also helps
It feeds also the habit of buying patterns and linen and thread and keep Kathy in business. And
I came with a list. I came with my stuff. I was like, Kathy, you're gonna help me.
Exactly.
It's a win-win because we love carrying their charts.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, it's
you know,
beautiful.
every time that they create, it's perfect.
I saw the collection downstairs. It's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
It's wonderful. Well, I'm so excited, Kathy, and you also have a store next door to this, right?
Yeah, 2 doors up the street. We have our Primitive and Colonial. I kind of kicked my husband and his shop 2 doors down so I could take over our larger space, and so we have a whole full line of furniture and primitives.
That's amazing. So you can shop for home stuff, shop for, then come upstairs here and take classes, and buy fibers, and then we're in downtown Frederick, so then you can go out to lunch.
Tons of things.
So this
to
is
do,
like a
and
whole
restaurants galore.
destination.
Yeah,
for,
it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
and
you hear that?
Airbnbs, and it's a fun time. And we're getting into the holiday season. First weekend in November is our Christmas open house, and from there, like through the holidays, it's just a really magical place to
Oh my
visit.
goodness. So you're gonna have a Christmas open house.
Yeah, first weekend in November.
First weekend in November.
Coming soon.
Yeah, I know. Way soon. A little too soon.
I'm not ready for Christmas.
Yeah, no.
Not ready.
I understand that. Well, I thank you so much for being on
Thank
Flosstube.
you.
Thank you so
and-
much for coming in and doing this.
No, I
Yeah, such a
appreciate
treat.
it. I love it. This is my first ever meeting people in real life. All right.
Here is the wonderful trunk show by Threadwork Primitives, Nan Lewis, and Dulaney Woods Treasures, which is Theresa Meloon. Theresa just interviewed with us here, and this is the beautiful work by Nan. Look at the finishing of this, the wood here. Look at this, Halloween. And then here is the box with the doll that we were discussing. The box is made by Primitive Homespuns. It is so beautiful. Kathy's father makes these boxes. You can call and order them. Look at the stockings here for Dulaney Woods Treasures. Gorgeous. I love the red stocking. Here is the really cute Halloween ornament flat fold finish with, it's so pretty that the bodies are little tiny buttons.
I wish I could have stayed at the needle shop all day long. I was so excited to go and meet Kathy, the proprietor, the owner operator of that, and I'm going to insert a video of her shop. I'm just so happy. So I want to give a couple shout outs. So first and foremost, shout out to Kathy, and I will have her information below, and I'm going to insert the shop tour in the interview. And also to Theresa. Here's her beautiful card. And I ended up picking up one of her designs, which I'm going to show you. So here we go. And I got to meet the wonderful Nan, and she has Threadwork Primitives. She was so nice and so lovely. And then I got to meet a couple other stitchers, and it was really cool. Hi Brenda. Hi everyone. It was really neat. Like I said, I wanted to stay all day, but the littles had other plans. What did I get at this shop? Well, I was able to shop for just a few minutes. I kind of was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I took in my thread list. I took in my ex-girlfriend. I took in my my Blackbird Design stuff that I wanted to get kitted up, and the time got away from me. So I ended up picking up 2 patterns. I got Bewitching. This is by Theresa, and so I met her. Look at that beautiful design. Perfect for Halloween. I love the typography that she used. I love the bubble cauldron. So I had never seen this before, and it was stitched on Dames of the Needle from the Cauldron's 32 count Peeps Lost Sheep linen, and using gentle art. Oh, it's wonderful. So I got this, and then I got this. Oh my gosh. So I had never seen this before, and it's a Kathy Barrick, and I'm a sucker for a good deer. And look at those swans on the pond and the sampler letters here. And I love the little birds here on the side. So I saw this and I immediately grabbed it. I think this was the only copy in the shop, but you could always call and see. This was stitched with silks. Yeah, I'll probably stitch it with DMC and it'll be gorgeous. So this is Deary and Darlene. I don't see a copyright date on it, but it's 186 by 156. So this is quite a large project for me to think about doing. It is Picture This plus linen and needlepoint incorporated silks, but I won't be using silks, I don't think. But I think it's really pretty. I love just this bouquet here and the birds with the nest, it looks like. It's lovely. And I know these are horses, but at first glance, I thought they were little donkeys. So cute. So I got those two things, and then I got a couple packs of thread. When I had gone, so in 2018, I had gone down to my first ever needlework shop, and that was Dying to Stitch in Virginia Beach. And I met Anne, one of the owners, and I was still fairly new to stitching, and I had gone in with my list of favorite holiday thread colors, floss colors from Priscilla Blaine, her favorite colors. I had been watching the videos and she had done a list of her favorite colors, and I had gone in it. I had bought the Halloween issue 2018, and then I went in and bought several of Priscilla's favorite colors. Well, Anne had said to me that her favorite red, Anne of Dying to Stitch, her favorite red at that time, of course it's been a year so that could have changed, was the Weeks Dye Works Cayenne Red. Now I picked up Licorice Red, I picked up Old Barn Red, like I picked up a bunch of different reds, and she said no, Cayenne is the place to be, it's muy caliente, right? So I had picked up one skein of the Cayenne for my first ever needlework shop. Well, as you can see, I'm almost out of it. So at Primitive Homespuns today, I went ahead and picked up 2 more skeins, and thank goodness the color matches. I was afraid of dye lots after the fact. I mean, I'm running around, I'm like losing my phone, and my phone's like, yeah. I was having issues. When you're so excited that everything else kind of falls away. So I have these colors that I'm using. So I'm using Cayenne, and then I'm using 2 of the limited edition Gentle Arts colors that I got from my Just Cross Stitch design, my ornament design contest, the prize package. I got a set of the limited edition thread from Gentle Art. And they're no name, which means they just say limited edition, so I can't color match these. And so I decided to use them in this new project. And what project is that? Well, I decided to pull out Blackbird Designs Home for the Holidays, and I actually started stitching this project as I was listening to the Kindred Stitcher, Lisa Smith, talk about her Blackbird Design collection and all of her charts and things that she has stitched. So I felt very Blackbird-esque. You know, I'm like listening to Blackbird while stitching Blackbird while watching Blackbird, the whole thing. So I started Blessings Be Thine, and it's out of the book Home for the Holidays. And I love this piece, and because I'm an impulse starter, I had none of the called for threads. None of them. 0, zip. I didn't have the called for linen. Did I? Nope. So what did I do? Well, I impulse started with the limited edition and the Cayenne, and I only had half of a thing of this Cayenne, and I'm like playing thread chicken. So I started, and I started it on a mystery piece of linen. I don't even know what count of linen this is, people. I don't know, but I love it. And this is as far as I have gotten. I made a mistake here on the T. It should actually be moved over a bit, so I'm gonna have to take that out.
But since I knew I didn't have a whole lot of red, I decided to forego the mistake here and start working on the center wreath motif. So here are the colors, and I am in love. This piece of fabric I got actually at Goodwill. It was in a bag of fabrics from the stitching post that looks like it had donated. Well, this one was not in a baggie that was marked stitching post. I got like a one Belfast 32 count linen that was. This was unmarked. So what I have learned in my short time as a count and cross stitch designer is it's very difficult to use, number one, no-name fabrics like mystery fabrics or your own hand-dyed unless you're planning on dyeing it again, and mystery threads and floss. So these limited edition gentle arts are phenomenal and gorgeous and beautiful. I don't know what they're called. I couldn't replicate them. If I emailed Gentle Art and said, hey, I got this green and this brown, I mean, it's hard to be descriptive. So I can't really design with this fabric that I got from the thrift store or these limited edition flosses, but I can, you know, with my pattern book that I bought, stitch something beautiful that's not necessarily linked to my design work. And it feeds the soul, so I feel like it's a win. So this is my project. I feel like I've gotten really far with it. I'm super happy with it. One thing that I appreciate about Blackbird Designs are Barb and Alma have a really nice color palette, but there's enough, how do I say it? So this pattern only calls for 4 colors, and they're Christmas colors, so you can switch out whatever red green tone that you like. I had a darker fabric so I could choose different colors. I'm not tied to a chart that has 140 colors and then switching out 140 colors. I have 4 colors to deal with, so it's manageable to do a floss toss. And with all of the beautiful colors out there, Victorian Motto, Weeks Dye Works, Color and Cotton, you can really, with a limited color palette, it's easier to do a thread conversion. So I appreciate that. Here we are at Threadwork Primitives, and we're going to do a little tiny shop tour. I was not able to get into every nook and cranny of this gorgeous and precious little shop, so you're going to have to come on down to see the rest of it. I spotted some Blackbird Designs. All of the wooden components that you see here are made by Kathy's father, and I love them. You can call the shop, they do custom work. They have stuff in stock. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Now Kathy has a lot of wool felt applique and a lot of wool projects. She does have, of course, cross stitch that you're gonna see, but if you are into wool, this is the place. She also has punch needle and oh my gosh, all the things, so precious. She specializes in the primitive aesthetic. So she's got Theresa Kogut, you're going to see some Kathy Barrick, and Dulaney Woods Treasures, La Di Da. She has, oh, look at that, Scarlet House, all these beautiful things, many patterns that I had never seen before. Of course, heartstring samplery. And I really appreciated how she curates her shop. It's beautiful. The color palette, the models. Oh, I start looking, there is those cute things. Oh, of course I spot Kathy Barrick again. There's Feliz Navidad back there, I see, from Blackbird. I start thumbing through. My kid is attempting to pull stuff off the walls to show me. No, don't touch anything. So here are some really good, a good variety of the primitive style. And she's got stuff, again, on the walls, all the things. Look at those beautiful little ornaments. And here is some of the stitching on display. Now, last year I had gone to Kathy's shop, and it was located where her home furnishing store is, right next door in a historic building. It is, oh my gosh, it's a log cabin. It's gorgeous. I will insert a photo of it. So she's got the two shops, the home store and then here the needlework shop that she manages. And oh, here is, look at these beautiful trims and threads. I saw some chenille. I loved all the things, you know, where you just want to pick up the whole basket and just go right to the register. But I had to contain my excitement, just keep looking. She had a nice collection of the Picture This Plus, as well as R&R Reproductions linen and some other finishing fabrics up on the wall. Very beautiful. I like to see fabric in real life, and that's the great thing about going into a shop is you get to see the threads and the fibers and the cloth in real life. She has a beautiful collection of wools upstairs on the bolt, as well as wool scrap pieces to purchase. So we'll go up the stairs and you'll see a little bit of that as well. It's the wall that had punch needle, and then going up the stairs there'll be bolts of the wool fabric and wool scraps and wool pieces, you know, off the bolt that you can purchase. Oh, look at those little scissors and the wool felt applique framed here. Again, beautiful woodwork and finishing. Look at that flag. I love this piece. Look at that. Oh, so beautiful. Here is going up the stairs on the brick. There's a beautiful quilt that I saw displayed at the Four Counties Quilters Guild where I met Kathy. Look at that historic ceiling. You know an old building by its beautiful ceiling and rafters, right? Again, this was such a beautiful shop. It is located in the historic downtown area of Frederick, Maryland. Frederick is known for major events in the Civil War and known for the, you know, Star-Spangled Banner. And it's got a really interesting assortment of people that live in Frederick. It is geographically located pretty close to Washington, D.C., as well as Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So if you are a history buff and like American politics and American history, this is the place to come. See the beautiful architecture, eat some good food, of course, shop at your needlework shop, and just enjoy. I want to thank everyone at Primitive Homespuns for allowing me to come in and do a tour and talk with me about counted cross stitch. It was such a great time, and I truly appreciate the people that I met. Again, I was so excited. I'm losing stuff, putting my phone places it shouldn't be. My kid was jumping around and enjoyed looking at all the beautiful wool stuff. Here is the outside of the needlework shop, and then the log cabin is where the home furnishing store is. Thanks so much. Oh, and I'm going to add my little gag reel here at the end. Thanks. Hi, baby.
Hi.
Oh.
And she got a pretty new book.
Do I have a pretty new notebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you draw on my notebook for me today?
Yeah, I will show you what we have.
You're going to show me what you drew? My brand new notebook. I took it and...
Yeah, and we went to... Yeah. And here's little Unipug and here's Yuki.
Yeah, are this Loki and Luna?
Yeah.
Say hi, my name is Luna Pug.
Mommy, Luna can't talk.
Oh, she can't talk?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you go ahead and stand like over here, baby?
Nope.
Sweetheart, the sooner you stand over there, the sooner I can finish my video.
It doesn't want to help you.
You know what would be super helpful?
What?
Is if you stood over there.
No, I want to help you with your video.